MusicBed just dropped a feature that I think is going to absolutely change the quality of life of wedding filmmakers. MusicBed just dropped AI-powered search by song, and honestly, it's pretty awesome. So let's put the new AI-powered search by song by MusicBed to the test a little bit. How good are these recommendations? Are they actually going to save you any time, or is it just another pointless feature added by a company that really doesn't make much of a difference? Let's go. So before we get into this video, I just want to point out that this feature is still in its early stages, and honestly, it might function significantly differently or better down the line. But we're just going to look at it in its early stages right now and see how effective is it at giving me recommendations based on songs. So let's start with a use case that I think many wedding filmmakers have had, where a couple comes and says, can you use X song? Sometimes it's very popular, sometimes it's maybe a little niche. Recently, we had a couple request Wake Up in Love by Kygo. Let's see how effective it is at giving us this recommendation. Before we do that, let's just listen to that song. All right, so that's the song. Let's check it out. Woke Up in Love by Kygo. What's really cool is how quickly it finds the song, and it'll actually show you like multiple versions. So that's really cool. Remixes, everything. I'm not really sure where they're pulling their library from, but how it works is great. All right, so you click on it. The other cool thing I noticed is right here, it shows you all the artists that are associated with the song: Kygo, Griffin, Caleb Scott. So here's our songs. So why don't we just click on maybe the first 5 songs, see how close they are. That's Serotonin by Dylan Dunlap, and I'd say that is a hit. I'd say that was pretty close. That's a good recommendation. So one thing I'm noticing, and I'm not exactly sure if this is exactly right, but it kind of gives you like the dark highlighted section that maybe they think is most like the song that you were asking for. I don't really know. I'm just going to skip right to that part of the song and listen to it. I'd say that's a good recommendation. So here's what I'm noticing too is I feel like genre-wise these are all on, but they're kind of a big difference between some of the vibes in the songs and the instrumentation and the dynamics. So I'm wondering how they're actually matching the songs up and what criteria they're using to say this song is like this song. That worked really well, and I think that would have actually saved us a lot of time if we had that feature back when that couple requested that song. Let's try something maybe a little bit more cinematic, instrumental, like a Hans Zimmer kind of thing. Why don't we look at Time by Hans Zimmer, every wedding filmmaker's favorite composer. Great song from a great movie. All right, so let's see. Because what I'm curious about with the cinematic stuff is if it's just literally like, here's something that's cinematic with no vocals and also strings, or if it really matches the vibe of a Hans Zimmer. So here's interesting. I don't think that matches Hans Zimmer at all, but that's not the part of the song they highlighted. So I'm going to skip to the part of the song they highlighted and see if maybe it becomes... No. So this one is close. Here's what I'm noticing too. Like, I think it's hard to catch vibe with AI. This is the vibe. The other ones might have technically the right instrumentation or the right key or something like that. But when you're looking for music, you're not just looking for that, you're looking for vibe. So what I'm curious about is if I go through and massage the search a little bit and help the AI, maybe I can get a little bit more what I wanted. So say maybe I change the mood to tense or something like that. Will they be more what I would consider to be a Hans Zimmer kind of composition? I also think a lot of Hans Zimmer's compositions are marked by electronic elements, and so maybe I'll add something like that if this is... So just rushing through the top 5 after I added the mood filter, I think it really, really helped. And I think that's an awesome part, is not only can you search for songs, but you can kind of fine tune the results a little. I think for a lot of us, this is how we're going to use this feature. We're going to use a song as our starting point, and then we're going to start using the search filters within MusicBed to finally kind of curate it. And so I'm okay with that result, even though the first batch of recommendations weren't the right vibe I was looking for. Just adding one filter, to me, got a little bit more what I was after when I searched for Time by Hans Zimmer. The other use case I'm looking for is maybe you have a song on MusicBed that you really like, and you want something similar to that. So I'm curious about something like, I don't know, let's look at Chapters. Why don't we start with the obvious choice, Obvious by Chapters. If you don't know, by the way, this song is basically a meme within the wedding filmmaking community. And their first recommendation is Obvious. Kind of the obvious recommendation, guys. So one of the things I'm noticing is this is a whole bunch of Christian music, which is totally great, but maybe not something that my couples would want. So I would want to be able to filter that out. So I'm going to go to the worship category and exclude worship, which I bet a lot of you didn't know that you could exclude in MusicBed, but you can. So I'm getting rid of all the worship music, and I think this is a little bit better for this client. Hey, that worked pretty good. I really like that Afterglow song with Matt Wirtz. That's really sick. So yeah, definitely. That would be a great place where I would start. That's awesome. Let's look at one more use case that I think is very interesting, which is when someone asks you for maybe a song from a culture or something like that that you're not used to, and that maybe you don't even know how to search for on MusicBed. Let's see how it handles a Bollywood song. It's a song I found, a Bollywood song. So that's the one we're gonna look at. Oh, Saki Saki is what it's called. By Neha Kakkar, Tulsi Kumar, and some other people. And it's from some movie I've never watched. But here's the deal, that's my point. This isn't my culture, so when people ask me for songs in this genre, I'm actually kind of at a loss. And in my experience, MusicBed doesn't have a ton of options. But let's see how good it is at finding us a Bollywood song. At least that one kind of has like a similar vibe, but no. Yeah, no. All right, let's try to work on the search a little bit. Yeah, I hate to say it, guys. MusicBed, they can't give you songs they just don't have, and unfortunately, there just isn't a huge library of global music on MusicBed. So, it was worth a try though. Every once in a while with MusicBed or any kind of song licensing site, I'm wondering if I'm just missing the good songs. And what I like about this feature is it kind of just like tells you, no, this is here or it's not here. And that's always nice to know. So yeah, still not great for Bollywood. Let's end with something a little weird. So I'm curious about this one because I don't know where it lands. Let's look at Rock Lobster by the B-52s. Kind of love the B-52s though. To me, that passes the vibe check, right? It's got that guitar part and it's got that kind of vintage thing going on. I think that's kind of similar. All right. Let's see if we can make it a little weirder though. Let's see if we can add an attribute like quirky or weird or something like that. 4 songs. Let's see how much they are. I honestly think the recommendations that they give me on the first blush were better than the ones that I received from doing a little bit of filtering. So, hey, That's a win. So what do we learn from this? Well, we learned that I honestly think this new AI search by song feature by MusicBed is going to revolutionize how people search for music, particularly if you know where you want to get started or maybe someone has a recommendation. I think it'll really help. The fact that you can further filter using MusicBed's already very good search tools helps even more. Now, is it perfect? No. Is it limited by the library within MusicBed? Of course it is. But hey, I'll take it. And I'm really, really appreciative of the feature. And also, I'm going to use it all the time. 100%. There's really no better time to get into MusicBed. Now, the AI features are not really officially launching until March 19th. I think some accounts have it. We have a preview for Wedding Film School, as well as my large business account seems to have it as well. So I think some users are getting it, maybe power users or older users that have been around a while. Everyone will have it who's a subscriber on March 19th. Another cool thing that they are launching today is 14-day free trials of MusicBed. And that's like pretty amazing. So this is really one of the best times ever to get into music licensing. And a lot of people always ask us, like, why do you recommend the MusicBed? They're so expensive, or this, that, and the other thing. Now, we believe, you can't cut corners on this. They have the best music library. We also love the way that they support artists. We're artists ourselves, and I love the way that they work with artists. But also, they just, I think, have the best experience, and I think this is a really, really amazing feature. Totally worth the try. So if you want to sign up, it's a 14-day free trial. There's a link right here. And down in the description, sign up using our special link. It helps our channel. Also, it'll help you. You get to try it 14 days risk-free on a wedding subscription. And of course, if you use our code, you're going to get 1 free month of the MusicBed. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about AI. And honestly, I'm really, really excited about this feature and something that I think is going to really help wedding filmmakers make their wedding films faster and better. So if you liked that video or you didn't like that video, just comment either way. It helps us either way. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for checking out Wedding Film School.